AI, is it coming for your job? I mean, that's the big question, right? It's everywhere. There's so much noise, so much hype, and honestly, a lot of fear. So in this explainer, we're going to cut right through all of that. We're going to get real about what the future of work actually looks like.
Okay, so you've probably seen numbers like this one thrown around, 85 million. The World Economic Forum says that's how many jobs AI could potentially displace. And yeah, that's a huge headline-grabbing number. It's designed to be a little scary, right?
But wait, that is only half the story. The very same report also says that technology is going to create 97 million new roles. So think about that. This isn't just about jobs disappearing, it's about a massive job shift. If you do the math, that's actually a net gain of 12 million jobs. Kind of changes the picture, doesn't it?
And all of this, it brings us right back to the one question that's probably on your mind. It's the one that matters most, right? It's personal, it's urgent. Is my job safe? Is the career I've chosen, is it still a good bet for the future? And if you go looking for answers online, good luck. It's a mass of contradictory headlines.
Yeah, the whole debate seems to swing wildly between two extremes. On one side, you've got the doomsayers, talking about the end of work as we know it, mass unemployment, the whole 9 yards. And on the other, you have the optimists talking about a new renaissance where AI frees us all to be artists and creators. But here's the thing. The reality? It's not some boring middle ground between those two. It's something else entirely, and way more interesting.
So to really get a handle on what's happening, we have to make a really important mental shift. We need to stop thinking about entire jobs just vanishing overnight. That's not really how it works. Instead, the most helpful way to see this is to think about specific tasks, the individual things we do all day, getting automated.
And that brings us to this key idea, task automation. See, it's not about some walking, talking robot coming in and taking over your whole desk. No. It's about a piece of software starting to handle a few specific, maybe even boring, parts of your job. And once you start thinking that way, everything changes.
All right, let's make this super concrete. Let's take a graphic designer. You know, their job isn't just one thing, designing. It's actually a whole bunch of different tasks bundled together, right? You've got the big picture creative brainstorming, you've got all the back and forth with clients, then there's the actual nitty-gritty of making the images, and of course the fun part, admin and billing.
So where does AI come into this picture? Well, it might come for that slice, right there, the image generation part. But here's the key question. Does that get rid of the designer? Absolutely not. It just changes the job. It becomes a tool that augments their skills, freeing up their time to focus more on the high-level creative strategy and talking with the client. You know, the stuff AI is nowhere near ready to do.
So here's the real takeaway. The key is not replacement, it's reconfiguration. AI isn't an executioner, it's more like a reorganizer for our jobs. It changes how we work and where we focus our energy. The title on your business card might stay exactly the same, but what you actually do day to day, that's what's going to evolve.
Okay, so this whole reconfiguration thing, it's creating a totally new job landscape. And if we want to understand where we're headed, it's actually really helpful to look back. Because trust me, we have been here before.
Think about it. Technology has always reshaped how we work. Back in the 1920s, the assembly line completely changed what it meant to be a factory worker. Then in the 80s, the personal computer landed on every desk and revolutionized office work. And today, we're just entering the next phase, the era of the AI-enhanced professional. This isn't some crazy new event. It's the next logical step.
And this is what those 97 million new jobs we talked about actually look like. These aren't some far-off sci-fi job titles. People are getting hired for these roles right now. I mean, AI prompt engineer, AI ethics officer, these jobs literally did not exist a few years ago. They were created specifically to work with, to guide, and to get the most out of these new AI systems.
Okay, so if the jobs themselves are changing this fast, the next big question is, what skills do you need to not just survive, but actually thrive in this new world? Well, the answer is pretty cool, actually. It's all about doubling down on the things that AI can't do, at least not yet.
The best way to think about this is like a partnership, a team-up. On one side, you have AI. It's amazing at raw data analysis, finding patterns, doing repetitive calculations at lightning speed, stuff we just can't do. But then you have us. Our strengths? Empathy, strategic judgment, real creativity, and moral reasoning. The people who are going to win in the future are the ones who figure out how to combine their human skills with AI's incredible power.
And these are what people are starting to call power skills.
Because in an age of AI, they become even more valuable. We're talking about critical thinking, so you can look at what an AI gives you and ask, does this actually make sense? Or emotional intelligence to lead a team through all this change. These are the skills that last. They're the ones that are truly future-proof.
Which brings us to what I think is the most exciting part of this whole thing. It's time to stop looking at AI as some scary competitor that's coming for your job, and start seeing it for what it is, an incredibly powerful tool to help you achieve your own goals, a way to automate your ambition.
Seriously, think of AI as your personal co-pilot at work. You can use it to finally automate all those mundane, repetitive tasks that drain your energy every day. You can use it as a brainstorming buddy when you're stuck on a problem. You can use it to do research in minutes that used to take hours. The point is, it helps you get back your most valuable resource, your time, so you can focus your energy on the high-impact work that only you can do.
This quote just nails it. It says, the best chess players in the world are not AIs or humans, but human AI teams. They call them centaurs, part human, part machine. The human brings the strategy and intuition, the AI brings the raw calculating power. And that exact same idea is now spreading to basically every single job. The winners of this next era won't be the AI alone, and it definitely won't be the people trying to ignore it. It'll be the people who figure out how to become centaurs in their own field.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. The Industrial Revolution automated muscle power. This AI revolution, it's automating thought.